So I made a video about a dog cropping the ears, and I started comparing it to circumcision, and then I started thinking, which I mentioned scar tissue from circumcision, which all men have that have had circumcision. You have scar tissue. Trust me. And it's kind of surprise. Peyronie's disease. It's a disease. It's a buildup of scar tissue in your penis. Bentcarrot.com. Does your manhood bend more than 30 degrees when you get an erection? No, thank God. But anyway, what? Let one, they'll throw him in a river and say, he was depressed. Like that guy that tried to say the flu shot was ineffective. They threw him in the river a few years back in Atlanta. Yeah. Oh, they passed over him for a, a promotion and favored somebody else, so he killed himself. Yeah, right. No! Let one person say, circumcision could be the root cause of Peyronie's disease with the scar tissue and the bent penis, blah, blah, blah. And watch them wind up dead in the river or from depression. They killed themselves because of their circumcision. Oh, no, it wasn't. Their circumcision was perfect because they're all perfect. Circumcision is wonderful. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. If you don't get circumcised, you're a disgusting human being. You're just... I've seen 2 intact male penises. One was my newborn son, which I did not maim. And second was a friend several years earlier. We were having a discussion. He said, well, I'm not. And he said, I almost did it because I was in the Army and I got a grain of sand up under my foreskin and it blew the bug. Oh, I couldn't. I was like, oh, he said I was in the field. They drugged me into the hospital, whatever. They said they got it out of there. And he said to the doctor, man, I'm going to get circumcised because I don't want this to happen again. And the doctor said, don't do that. This will never happen again. Like, don't do that. What the? No. Well, he showed me what it looked like for like 30 seconds. Just a net. Standing right there at his house, look at it's what it looks like. I just couldn't. And I do recall, as a child, my parents' bedroom was between, I could see the silhouette. Early one morning, I went to go to the bathroom. We had a 1-bathroom family. And I opened my door, and all I saw was my dad's silhouette. And I was like, it was a silhouette of an uncut wang. And I was glad for him and my mom. I was like, oh, that's good. That's cool. But that was never mentioned to me. But I saw, because he was too poor. They were too poor back then. His family was so poor they couldn't afford to mutilate his penis. Thank God! That's great. I'm so happy for him. So when I saw them with no scars, no scarring, I pulled the skin back and was like, wow, that's an internal organ. He's like, yep. And he zipped his pants up. Anyway, you're scarred. You're scarred. That I noticed it right off the bat as a new early lover. I was getting into my boyfriend, like, oh, let me look at yours. Why is the skin all discolored and different colors and red? It was scar tissue. It would get so tight, it looked like it was it's like, God, that just looks awful. And it just all stretched. It looked like there would have been a whole lot more wang there had they not cut off a whole bunch of skin and tightened it. I'm sorry. This is so inappropriate. I feel like some people would find this so inappropriate. But can we just get real? We're doing this to our newborns, and then y'all don't want to talk about it 20, 30 years down the road when, you've got a lover in the bed or your husband or what, and they got the bent carrot. How'd that happen? Oh, scar tissue. Why? Why on earth would you have scar tissue when your dick forming so heavily that it friggin' bends your ass? Anyway, yeah, just a food for thought. Don't be ripping. Don't skin your kid's carrot, okay? It's perfect the way it is. And if they really hate it, we'll let them maim themselves after they're 18. Well, now you don't even have to be 18. You're 3 or 4 or 5 years old. You can swear up and down you're a girl and get your whole wang cut off. You don't need your parents' permission. Peace out, YouTube. Quit maiming your children's genitalia. All right, peace out.